Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the IEM North American Qualifiers for Oakland. Just blew the opener there. Anyway, we're back for the third map now. What?
You just blew the opener?
Aha! Hey, there we go.
That's why you're so good at blowing.
Whoa!
I'm going to blow the opener for you so they focus on how bad I am. So let's talk about this. Everyone's going towards inner.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's one way to get into the game.
Go for it, man. You
there
got
we
it.
Go. All right. Well, Renegades start us off. The big push in towards B here. It's going to be a bit slower, though, as they get themselves actually towards box holes. More so watching out for that usual aggressive player that might be standing out either at the back or right at the wrap side, or the wrap part of the ramp there. So now we do see them getting ready to deploy. There's a two-man setup from OpTic, but they're both playing together, which is a little bit odd to see that. Usually you have one a bit deeper into the site. This time, though, they both are pretty much right next to each other. So trying to spam through the smoke, not getting much done, and Magisk actually gets taken down. HS finds the one kill as he clotheslines Azza, taking him out of the fight. In the meantime, Ustillo, despite the low HP, is going to be pushing forward up to the orange train here. Going to see if he can get anything else done from that close-up position. Freiburg, too. Still hunting here in the open, but Renegade's not giving OpTic a whole lot to shoot at the moment here. Nap finds that first pickup against Mixwell, and Alu shuts down Ustillo to trade it back. Still plenty more kills to be found, however, as there's still a strong three-man setup here for the Renegade side of things. JKS knocks out Freiburg. Alu would trade onto Naf, and as he pushes forward, the bomb has been presented to him, but he has no smoke to counter with the molly. It's very well played from the Renegades, and they'll take control early on for the pistol victory.
Did you see Ustillo dancing around and staying alive for an extra 5 seconds on sidewalk with 1 HP?
Yeah.
He's literally doing 360s, looking up and then down. It was pretty funny to watch. Anyway, I thought I'd point that out because I think him staying alive was a huge turning point in the round, to be honest. Oh yeah, let's not mention Nafla gets 2 sick headshots. Keeping it up. Very consistent player, not unlike Alu.
And Ustillo is going to be able to find the opening kill there this time as he takes down HS with Galil. Mixwell, though, with a nice little cross shot, takes him right out of the fight, but then the trade continues to roll. However, it'll roll in the favor of OpTic now, as Alu's going to be able to get another pickup. Ultimately, though, it does still favor out for the Renegades, with Magisk now being left as the last man standing. I'll have to quickly wrap around over here to the site. Is presented with an opportunity to take down Nifty, just for whatever reason couldn't hit that final shot.
86 damage shot?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm assuming he might have been hit before he took that fight, but he's probably like 60 or 70 or something like that.
I'm gonna make a note in my my personal note sheet to check that and then tell you that you're wrong later.
All right.
Just letting you know that's coming.
We're working with each other the next 6 days, so plenty of time. Magisk walks in though, gets the one pickup, takes down JKS there. Trying to see if we can get one more going here. There's another lineup, but this time Azza will come out on top, and the Renegades will take it now 3-0. Excuse me, 2-0. It was only second round.
This is another buy opportunity. So we saw Na'Vi doing this at the last major, right? They would buy on third round as CT or T, regardless of bomb plant, regardless of, obviously they wouldn't force second round, but they'd buy right here at the Mosses. And this is a good opportunity, right? Because look, 3 Mac 10s, only 1 AK.
Nifty only first at the back here, having a little bit of trouble getting that first kill. And that whoa, okay. That will leave him in the open for a trade. As you can see, Magisk also takes down now 2 players in this round. Azza able to trade that back, however, with 1 additional pickup here. And he'll continue to go hunting now as JKS takes most of the pressure of Azza. He's going to be able to roll in, take down HS, leaving only Mixwell alive in the 1v2. And Mixwell will ultimately just have to risk his life, going out into the open. And we will quickly see JKS take him out of the fray there, too. Now it's 3-0 in favor of the Renegades.
Is Mixwell gonna op?
That's Alu that'll take it.
Yes, he is.
And yeah, they do toss the second up over.
Buys him the op. So who's the inner anchor? Is it Freiburg? HS plays Ivy. I think Magisk plays like sandwich pushed up.
HS is ladder, isn't he?
Plays inner.
Yeah, HS
so
plays ladder.
So this is kind of bad right here, right? Because Magisk buys him an op and therefore doesn't have a molly at inner. So I hope that good. Mixwell's coming back, and they also have HS pushed up here at ladder, so he could also rotate to inner because he's geographically close. Mixwell getting what?
What was that through?
He just spammed through the Z wall to upper box holes.
Can we find Naf's body?
That's what he just did. I just saw the X appear on the stairs. but like on ladder. See that L bend down, like that goes. Yeah.
Oh my God!
He just spammed him through the Z wall.
That's crazy.
So I'm definitely now gonna go back and watch the demo so I could watch that and then preview Tom.
Wow. Alu not only hits that one, but we also see the crazy shot from Mixwell. That will take down most of the pushing force from the Renegades here now. As he's going to be able to line up the second one.
Does anyone know he's here? Has he gotten? Yeah, okay, he's gotten a kill, so they know it's possible. And it was Magus who's the inner anchor.
I think they probably know they don't have the bomb, but the bomb is going to be shifting towards inner here in a second.
And they're like sandwiching. Like the bomb is sandwiched. Right? The CT's in the middle. He's going to kill him.
Bam! There we go. HS takes down Azure very quickly. It only leaves JKS alive here in a 1v3. And he does have the bomb sitting down at the bottom of the ramp there, but with only 20 seconds remaining, there's not a whole lot of time left to plant. Thinks he's clear, so he's going to run up and grab it, but obviously he knows that isn't the case. He's got HS on the flank. You know, potentially one or two guys sitting right outside CT spawn. He'll just go for the safest plant position he can find, which even that is not going to be safe. HS rolls right up, takes him down.
There's going to be nowhere.
Yeah, denies the plant.
I think the only spot he could have planted, if he actually knew what we knew, which he doesn't obviously have that information, is probably at Summit, in between the bomb train and yellow train. Kind of sad that it's called Summit, but whatever.
It's good.
It's like one of the only spots that's not like a ubiquitously played map that even noobs know, because it's that like salient in their minds.
It's a nice little in memoriam,
Oh, look at you.
His 2-month stint on that roster. It was like, we'll talk about this more in a second.
We don't need to talk about it.
What was the progression of that? It was the MLG major. He was like, I want to go pro again. Then about 2 months later, he fills in, and that happens, and then that that kills his pro career.
Yeah, I wish I could just be allowed to play at a huge tournament because I want to go pro. That'd be I mean, I'm not like mad. That would just be awesome, right? Like, that is one of the coolest things. I want to be pro, so I'm just gonna be allowed to be pro now.
Well, Renegades will now get ready to start to pinch on this A side a little bit here. JKS just dipping his feet in the fire. Now the smoke will go in to block them off. That's actually very far back smoke too, so it's not going to leave a whole lot of room for Renegades players to sneak past it and try to surprise HS there at all. With time getting even lower, it's actually looking like because of that smoke, they might go inside. Ustilo makes his entry work, however. Somehow got that far out into the open. And now we can see them are going to quickly route through CT. Some of them are getting tagged a little bit. That nade actually might finish Nifty off. It'll push him into the open at least. Alu, for some reason, wasn't aware of that fact they were coming up behind him, at least not aware that they were coming that quickly. And now they move into the site. JKS gets the entry on Majiskin. It's just the two oppers left.
So this is something that's characteristic of Renegades, is that when they hit something, they go. Like, I would love that as an IGL. Is just like, all right, guys, off of Ustilo's kill, whenever he gets the entry, gives him some space at Ivy. As soon as he gets the kill, they're literally booking it. Did you see how they jumped across old bomb there? Like, Mixwell is not the type of guy to miss shots like that, and that the only reason that was succeeded is, again, for the 5th time in the last 30 seconds, because they went as fast as possible upon the first kill.
Well, Renegades are making it work here as they trade back the round that OpTic won just now. As we can see, the two remaining OpTic players are not going to be doing anything close to a retake. They'll be falling back into T-spawn to save. So that will put them on 4-1 on the board here. And for OpTic, while they will save those two ops, what kind of money are they going to have behind this to reinvest? Not much. Alu can drop, but that's pretty much it. So more than... Oh, no, they do decide to go for that drop. So they're going to fully invest here, see what they can get done. It's not actually that bad of a buy.
I don't know if it's CSGO being like a more like variable game, or if it's just like me getting worse, or people getting less disciplined that those buys work, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Especially on CT train, too. I'm not entirely sure how Violence is going to end up working out.
Well, the deagles are awesome outside, right? You could just get so many, like, jiggle angles.
Yeah.
I mean, even playing a deagle inside ladder is pretty nuts, too. Like, the deagle's a pretty spammable weapon close range.
Renegades do have their pretty much entire player base split up now. ready to execute into A. You will note, most importantly, OpTic still have this double off setup going. There's a lot of stopping power.
So this is already going to... They have the odds stacked against them here, even though they have better guns than OpTic. It's because Magisk is holding the upper box halls, so they don't even need to have anyone close to inner.
Well, they've got everybody in the position they need to play towards here now. So, also lower Ivy pressure this time. That is going to bring the amount of pressure. He's down by a lot. Naf very quickly makes the entry happen, and JKS follows it up with a second here. That's already one of the ops gone down. Freiburg, however, with a nice little Wandig there, taking down Nifty, but Azur trades it back. Freiburg with a second all of a sudden. He's going to look for number 3, and he's going to get it. Azur's right around the corner. Is he ready to pressure it? Out for it, but he finally goes down to Azur. And now Magisk will try to clutch. He's got the rifle in hand. He's already done damage to Azur, and he takes down JKS, bringing this into a 1v1. He'll throw the smoke on the ground, buys him some real estate so that he can lurk out a bit more here, change the position, keep Azur guessing as to where he just might be. But as he creeps up further and further, Azur, we need to see this check to your right here. Otherwise, Magisk will be able to just sneak right up onto you, take you down, and steal this round right out of your hands. Look at it. He's walking towards it. A lot of time being wasted right now. The smoke is going to go over top of the bomb. You can hear that molly a little bit deep, too. It's actually way too deep to be effective at all, but he jumps onto this, ninjas it, but not going to happen, as Azur will shut it down and win out the round for the Renegades.
Freiburg and the 3-1 Deegs, not able to pull the round back, but man, that effort. You can tell the guy's motivated. I think there's like a higher quality coming out of him ever since, you know, kind of getting this like refreshed start, new team, you know, there's no cobwebs, no like excuses, right? Because when you've been on the same team for a while, you start to like question why things aren't working, and then you don't really know what to focus on. So this is nice to see. Freiburg, that was insane.
HS is going to get close up this time around, trying to play with the 5-7. Not going to be as effective as it used to be, though, so for the most part, Renegades clean up shop pretty quickly here. Already 4 dead on OpTic, and Magisk just alone here now. Let's look up on top of the ladder room. Not a whole lot that he can do. But he has a 5-7 armor, so he's probably going to prop up and look for exit kills.
Who would have thunk we would have seen 6-1 at this point?
Yeah, and it's like a pretty dominant 6-1, too. We've had a couple close rounds, but for the most part, this has been like Renegades kind of running over OpTic here in a lot of these rounds.
I like that Renegades is playing kind of like high-risk CS, right? Like that IV to inner split. Like, who does that on the first gun round?
Apparently Renegades.
Or it wasn't the first gun round, right? It was like they lost.
It was. I think it was they saved like a gun or two after the first gun round, and then they rebought.
But who does that, right? Like that's not something you usually do early on in the half. But I like it. That's
like a desperation strat you do, like when you're down like 6-11 or something like that. I don't know, I just blurted out a random scoreline.
No, that's good, man.
But let's see, OpTic.
They want the double ops again.
Yeah, they decided not to buy. They had enough money to do it, but they obviously wouldn't have had the ops, and they would have had to downgrade a little bit to either umps or Famasas in this case, since they're on CT side. Magisk will actually get completely wrecked by a flashbang at the start of the round here. Magisk is going to move forward and doesn't realize that he's this close up, so presents his life to Magisk on a golden ladder. And HS thinks he can sneak up the ladder there. Not going to happen. He does connect a shot, so still dealing some damage here, but ultimately the advantage itself goes to Renegades here. We'll now hold a 4v2 fight.
Why did they just allow Mixel to have that gun? I don't understand.
Well, he went up pretty recently. It might have fallen down on the ladder, maybe.
Oh, it is right where whatever. I mean, whatever. Just kind of interesting decision making.
Either way, Alu is now working on a flank here, and should be able to, if not kill, at least spot these guys coming in Ivy. Yeah, especially with the no, he's not going to see it.
This is really dangerous, actually, because Mixwell's going to get out there just in time, and Alu's going to see that he doesn't see anybody, and he's going to be like, dude, they're obviously Ali, right? They're Ivy. This is definitely getting scary.
Real condensed. It would be great if OpTic had a little bit of utility here, but they are working with scraps for this round.
Oh, and he made noise, so now it's less scary.
He's going to go up.
Did they not hear that?
I don't think they heard him. They're not aware of him right now. So he's going to hold that position. Now he sneaks up, and there's the first kill. He can go for the planter as well.
So now Mixwell's going to peek out, watch.
Oh, no. It's the second. Tries to go for a third. Not going to happen. Mixwell with a flash out. There is a smoke in the way, though. And he decides not to pressure past that.
If he spams him, that'd be godly.
Yeah. not going to happen. Ustillo.
So if Mixwell was walk pushing that smoke, or had a beat on where the closest guy to the smoke was that might be watching him, he could have popped out really quick upon Alu's first kill, right? So that's something he needs to be aware of, right? That's something that Alu needs to be like, hey, I'm about to get a kill. Get ready to push this smoke. I don't know. Something that should be automatic without calling, to be honest. We're going to see the close-up E-box play here from HS. I think this is definitely an individual tendency of his, because I remember when I was watching some of the Penta demos before the major, he was almost always in ladder too. I think rooting a CT who knows how to play ladder out of that area is actually one of the hardest things.
Totem pole drop, and oh, it works!
Yep.
Nicely done. Sometimes it's like hit or miss there, but they made it work pretty well at the time. Mainly because HS was so far pushed up there too. I don't think he was expecting the drop to happen there. Alu is going to be able to burn at Ustillo, however, so it is an even trade, a 1v1 for now. Magisk moves in after Nifty picks up the kill there. They know he's planting on side of the train. For some reason, they couldn't lock down his position, though, so they're going to let them plant. This actually does serve to their advantage to a certain degree, as now they just have to lock down that last player. It's nice and easy, and they can easily defuse this here and out, so they will be able to claim a second round finally. Renegades not going to be getting to push themselves up to 8 just yet.
Every clutch that I've seen Nafly in this BO3, I feel like he's had a chance to win. I don't know why. It just looks like he's like very close from winning all of them, and he's won a few of them. Right? That one on Cash was huge.
It's the NAF effect.
The NAF effect?
Oh, there you go. I like it. It's pretty good. Well, we do have OpTic. Again, back on the full buy here, but Renegades are in the same circumstance. OpTic, however, do have that double op setup going for them once more, though. And that's the big ticket item. Renegades do not carry into this fight. OpTic also getting a lot more aggressive this time. HS straying away from the ladder room for just this one round, probably. He's going to go deep inside of T-Con, actually, this time. And we see the Smoke Molly combo coming out of Ivy, which is usually going to indicate that they would push soon. Nothing into the site just yet, as most of them are still kind of lining up hits. They still have to deal with this A-main push, too. Or not A-main, excuse me, the T-Con push.
You can call it A-main. That works.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of like pushing A-main on Cash when you lose control.
I never heard like a lot of people call it A-main, though.
I heard T-main. I mean, A-main would work, right? 'Cause it's the...
It is A-main, basically, yeah. Just usually not called that.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could come up with a new way.
I don't want to throw people off, you know? People get particular about their names.
This is going to be a pesky. Oh, no.
2 quick kills for Magisk as they move in. Azza will be there to trade for the one. Oh, he sees the foot, and he knows he's low, too, from the fight. Cheeky shot from Alu. Mixwell with the op also takes down Nifty, so there you go. Down to just Ustillo here. He's trying to clutch 1v5, or 1v4, excuse me, but not going to happen. Freiburg takes him down, and that will be OpTic. Finally hitting some consistency here, at least.
Yeah, I'm a little underwhelmed with that way of deciding to close the round out in terms of what the T's were doing. I mean, OpTic was definitely a really good setup, but there's some other things you could do there. I think they had 5 flashbangs when that guy jumped on the lower ramp, when they triple jumped. So maybe one guy stay back and throw a flash. Or, better yet, have one guy jump a little early so that he sees him, gets that kill, and have the op land shortly after to get the trade.
Regardless, Freiburg. First kill around this time as I quickly swing it out to get one for himself, but Freiburg continues to dominate the mid-sandwich lane there. Azza and JKS Nifty finally taking down Freiburg at least. I mean, they're doing good damage here with the 2 kills they've been able to find. Ultimately, however, Alu shuts him out with the last 2 kills going his way and securing that 4th round now for OpTic.
Look at Alu, pretty consistent there, huh? 11 and 7.
One would say most consistent.
Should I make a Reddit username instead of a Dren most consistent? Alu most consistent?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh wait, now somebody's gonna make it. Gosh darn it.
HS got him pushed up this time again. Remember, he's been the ladder player previously, but wow, just goes right inside with the assistance of the flashbang. Takes a big risk there. It does pay off in a 1-for-1 trade. And they know Azur's still sitting inside too. Now how exactly is Renegades going to react to this, though? They still go for the plan and try to execute just straightforward, so in a straightforward manner into the A site, or are they going to try to change it up now? It looks like they're still continuing with the plan to execute into A, however.
I'm wondering what Renegades will also do next round because OpTic's pushed T mid a few rounds in a row, but let's hold off on that thought for a bit. Looks like it's going to be the bomb train smokes, and the bomb is coming back towards T mid. Maybe he doesn't want to be alone going down ladder with the bomb, which is obviously a prudent decision to make. And OpTic's going to be playing kind of like a retake style on both sites. I think Magisk is at top of bomb train inner, which is a pretty sweet spot.
There's the smoke setup here. Complete coverage across the board, but regardless, Alu, he's got a little tiny hole in the smoke that he can see through, and he's able to take down Ustilo. And the worst part is this hole in the smoke is right at T-Con too, so it takes down 2 players right off the bat. Another one was obviously found by HS earlier when they pushed inside, and for these last 2, there's just not enough time to make a change-up happen, so they have to fall back and save here, call this round a wash, and let OpTic get their 5th.
Yeah, I mean, OpTic's CT side is becoming lockdown mode. You can see Renegades are kind of like running out of ideas here. That's kind of like the thing you fall back on Mirage, right? You're getting your butt kicked in a pug on Mirage. You're starting T side. You're down 0-9. Let's just do A smokes, guys.
Yeah.
Right? Like, let's just do this and hope it works.
Well, let's see here from the Renegades now as they
I want them to run as far as they can towards inner, start walking at the point at which you could be heard, and then just contact lower with 1 flash.
Nah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yep, that's what I want to happen because like I would say probably like all the rounds but 2 or 3, Magisk has been alone in the beginning, like significantly, not even in Z.
I think they're just going to default A execute here in a second. 2 horses, it's going to be split
Good
too.
flashbangs.
This Molly forces them out. The flashes end up working in their favor though, and Nap is able to get that first entry. FD whipping around there. He takes down Mixwell. Magisk quickly rotates into the site. He's going to be ready to take the fight up close. Freiburg also finding a kill too, but the trades remain just as strong for the Renegades. In fact, they actually cancel the plant to get more kills. Now leaving only Alu alive here in a 1v3 situation. And him only having control of backhauls to play off of. So he's going to try to push up from Ivy here. Asa still sits patiently waiting back behind it.
Oh, he slipped to the side. This is winnable.
I'm amazed they haven't planted yet.
Yeah,
now
Ali was feeling it. This is... Woo!
Wasn't feeling it enough.
He was about to hit that vertical flick, man. I was going to go nuts if he did.
Nifty ready to take the fight, however, does complete that trade kill. And Renegades finally win another round. Just when it looked like OpTic was about to swing a quick comeback there.
Yep.
Renegades get to reestablish their dominance, and now...
I'm telling you, man, that's when Renegades does their best, is when they just turn up the velocity of their hits. One of the better teams at that.
We do have OpTic still with a pretty good setup here. Double ops on Alu and Mixwell again. Along with pretty much everybody having full utility and gun power. Just HS downgrading to the ump there. That's all they have to worry about this time. Renegades going a little bit heavier towards Ivy. This might just be for utility, though. We'll have to wait a few seconds and see if all 3 are going to stick around, or if, like I said, they're just using the extra manpower for utility here.
Freiburg knows he's getting jebaited into an op because of that ump shot. That's pretty obvious.
Yep, spots the play. He'll smoke it off. And that'll send the other 2 right back down the lane, out into the open. And I believe cause this bit of a rotate, too, as they're going to send 2 of these 3 players at Ivy right back over towards T-Con. That's indeed looking like it's only going to be maybe 1 or 2 max pushing into Ivy here. From the team.
You know what I've always wanted to do, because this is a very common setup from CT side, is back green, backtrack Ivy, Z, and inside ladder. If you can get a guy inside ladder, this is like one of the most solid setups. I've always wanted to see if I could like boost outside of garage, or not garage, but the dumpster T mid where you throw the bomb train smokes, and throw a Molotov into ladder with like maybe like a running jump boost or something over that wall, because that wall doesn't seem very high. I bet you could throw a molly down there without having to be top ladder.
Maybe. Well, as Ustilo rolls right in, he's going to get a quick entry. Freiburg tries to push the smoke. Nap's there for a bailout. However, Mixwell and HS both get very quick kills. HS is stuck by the smoke while he doesn't necessarily know the numbers nor the positions of the players in the Renegades that are going to be on the other side of that, so he does have to hold back a little bit. Changes positions very, very quickly from the T-con spots. They're not going to be expecting to find him outside here. Now he's going to rush right up.
Man.
We can see that. Naf and JKS save the day, though, through the smoke. The smoke is making this really hard to figure out just what exactly is going on, as it causes quite a bit of chaos. But ultimately, it's brought down to a 1v2. Magisk trying to clutch for the CT side. The smoke lets him progress very far forward, right up to the bomb itself. He still needs to find some right to initiate on the other side of that bomb train, though. And that is where Renegades are going to be waiting for him. In fact, it looks like they have a crossfire. As they go in, Naf will be ready. Takes the shot, knocks out Magisk. And that'll be round number 9 for the Renegades as we go into the final round of this first half.
I don't know about you. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm stoked on Naf tonight. Definitely stoked on Naf.
He's
making me want to play rank S just so I could like be near him.
You gotta message him when he goes. He's like, "Come on, Q.
Yeah, come on, man.
I want to learn from you.
Let's go."
Can you IGL?
I don't even want him to IGL. I just want him to do what he's doing right now.
Well, it's Azar this time that starts it off well. He's gonna be able to push in, take down Alu right off the bat. You'll note OpTic is obviously on this bit of a force buy this time around too. Not gonna be ending up with a full buy even on the 15th round. It's a bit unfortunate that the 4-round streak only lasts them for one real full rebuy there. Naf does catch this push coming. Unfortunately, he's only able to go 1 for 1. JKS has some better luck. He takes down HS clean on the outside area of the map, and now that lines this take up to be a 4v2 in the round. Freiburg and Mixwell both split up currently. We're going to be able to get together in a second here, however, as you do have Freiburg rotating. No, it looked like he was going to rotate, but he called it off at the last second. So they're splitting 1-1. And Mixwell, oh, that's awkward. Walks up. JKS looking the complete wrong way,
man.
and now Mixwell gets his second kill. It's even all of a sudden. And he just quickly peeks out. He's looking for another one. He's going to get it. What is this from Mixwell right now? One more to go. And they're both at the same HP, 7 now. As Azar has to somehow attempt to pull off this 1v2. The Molly finally sends Mixwell into the open and denies the outright 1v4. But now he's got to kill Freiburg. It's a good thing there's plenty of time left on the clock.
Oh, no.
Even as he creeps up to this site, is he going to expect to find Freiburg there? No, Freiburg comes out on top. And it's OpTic to get a 6th.
You know what's unfortunate about that, and what made it so impressive for Mixwell, is that Mixwell decided to push in because he knew when the smoke bloomed, so he could count when it was going to be gone, right? Which is when JKS would have to start focusing back on the ladder, right? So if you are going to make that play, if you are going to push ladder, do it at that time, right? So that's what he's thinking. He's like, it would be good if I could clear ladder, right? Because then I could deduce whether or not they're going inner, and if they do go outside, you know, that's basically one of the most annoying fights to take for a T, as we saw. He won almost every battle from there.
Well, it looks like we do have, I think, a couple players of the Renegades are like reconnecting. So, have to wait a second to get them back in.
Maybe they were opening some cases to see if they
it
get
looks like
skins.
Snap's internet's kind of in a bad spot right now. Although,
I can't see it.
what are we doing?
Oh, tic-tac-toe?
You want to be? What do you want to be? X's or O's?
Isn't it basically always optimal to go in the middle?
Correct, but that's not the important question. Are you X or no?
I am X.
Okay. I'll take the middle.
That's great.
Your move?
Bottom middle.
Bottom right.
Top left.
Top right.
Oh, man. There's nothing I can do.
What do you know?
Welp. Couple of big gulps, huh? I will go
I gotcha.
middle right and bottom left.
Whoa, no. I'll take that bottom left. That's a successful mind game victory for me.
Yeah?
I'll take it.
You should be an IGL.
I trapped you.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
You could be the next Stanislaw.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, I forgot.
Yeah, that's he has me blocked. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, and I think I extended like the time span that you're gonna stay blocked just for
I
mentioning it. So
unblocked
now
him.
he's gonna get.
I think
mad
I
at
blocked
you.
him first, though. So
He's gonna get mad at you.
Yeah,
What I said. It's really logical.
So I think we got everybody back in. So I'm pretty sure he's waiting for players to already up. Yeah. Is anyone like lagging or anything? Can we see the pings? No, it looks like everybody's pretty good. Naf's a little bit higher, but I think he's in a different house compared to the other 4 guys. So.
He's a little higher. What do you mean?
Wait, I said he's in a different house.
Oh, what do you, like his ping?
Yeah, yeah, like he's, in a different,
okay.
he's in a different place. Like the other 4 in a team house, I'm pretty sure he still lives on his own.
Mm.
They're in Detroit.
Yeah, they have the cool logo where there's like the skyline.
Oh yeah,
of
the
Detroit.
Renegades. Yeah. I'm not sure if they're still using that tagline or not.
Well, they have it on their jersey.
Do they? Okay, so they probably
Right, like on their jersey behind the letters Renegades.
Well, I was confused for a little bit because if I like their Overwatch team got sponsored by another, they got sponsored by like 5 Hour Energy or something like that, and it was like the 5 Hour Energy Renegades for a while. So I didn't know if that applied to all the teams or if it was just the Overwatch team. I guess it's just the Overwatch team because I think these guys are still just the normal Renegades. So yeah, it's hard to keep up, you know. It's
also,
a
I
competitive
think
space.
it would be a little more expensive to compete in the new Overwatch League, so maybe they had to acquire a new sponsor. So that wasn't even supposed to be a joke, right? Like, you probably have to get new sponsors to even get into that league.
I saw the price tag. Like,
Yeah. I don't know if Detroit can afford that league.
All right, well, here we go with the second half, folks. The Renegades do have the lead to play off of, but with OpTic kind of swinging into it a little bit late in the second half. Let's take a look and see if they can keep that momentum going now.
So they're just getting this hard box haul control, and Mage's boy's going to lurk Ivy. I wonder if they're going to go off of this. Is this going to be the hard lurk from Mage's?
They're going to push forward. Azur picks up the first kill here. And we have JKS on the other side. Trying to spam in and spot these players. Won't find it. I mentioned Magis before, though. He's about to roll in. There we go. Gets the kill. And wow. They don't even need him, it seems like. Yustillo holding in Z. That's really the only thing they have to worry about now is the Z position, as we are going to have the bomb being planted outside at the end of the day. Naf, though, will be able to swing around the corner here, getting one more. But ultimately, Magisk and Alu will shut it down. And that gives the second half pistol to OpTic.
So that was the same pistol round that North ran against Cloud9 at DreamHack Malmo. Right? So it was the lower ramp rush to Z with the bomb staying above ladder with the option to go outside depending on what happens, right? So if Magus gets a kill and it looks like they're going to be able to get to Z, then he goes outside. If Magus dies, then they go in.
Yeah. Well, the Renegades now stacking outside, and it looks like OpTic are going to bite into that stack too. Let's see if they have any luck this time. Unfortunately, the investment's not really there, so they are just working with mainly USPs. There's like one CZ and a PT50 in there. But as we can see, Nifty looks like he was the only one to get a kill. But even Nath will fall to Magisk here, as OpTic put themselves just one round away from a tie. At 9-5. And the buy from the Renegades is going to be relatively minimal here now, as we're transitioning through the third round. OpTic, obviously they'll have a pretty easy time of waltzing through this one. Renegades looks like they decide to stack the outside site again. And I believe they're correct to stack it again here too.
Everyone run into the molly so they don't get more money.
No, I think you still get. I think it's still 300, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, pretty sure. So you would just speed up the process, really.
Well, then there wouldn't be any Mac 10 kills though.
That's true. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you're right about that. Yeah. Like I said, if you get killed by the Mac 10 or whatever.
That's why G2 ran into that molly at Long A on the overpass a few months ago.
There you go.
This is a really exciting time in the world when, you know, people ran into a molly in a video game for economic reasons.
The team decided to kill themselves instead of fighting. In the game, yeah.
Flash explode out ladder.
Looks like it. Let's see how successful this is going to be here now. As they do have plenty more utility besides that. They went for the quick drop downstairs. We can see the little boost up to try and spot over the smoke too.
They hit Torqued with that earlier today.
Oh, Nifty seems like he had the angle lined up pretty well, but apparently it's a miss against Freiburg there. Lets him survive right at the opener. Now, Nifty still safe up on top of Ticket, too. I'm not sure if the Mollies were supposed to push him back, but they didn't do their job. And now, for sure, sees the play coming. He does about 20 damage to Aloys. It's primarily through the train there, so won't do all that much. Nifty and Azur both picking up the kills on the way in. Renegades are sitting back, ready to defend this here. OpTic trying to force their way in. At the moment, things aren't going too great. If they can get a second kill here, then maybe it can turn around now as Magisk does successfully take down Ustillo. Now it's even once more in a 3v3. They're about to re-smoke out ladder, though, so Mixwell is going to be stuck back there. They know they have the bomb, right? Well, regardless, these CTs are going to fall back inside of Z.
That was a huge battle.
And JKS goes for that quick wraparound as they change the positions of JKS and NAF primarily.
Oh, he didn't see him. Mixwell. Student of the game. Nifty does not care. He's too fast.
Now it's just hunting down this last player. He has a good position and a nice lineup there to take down Nifty. But JKS does win out the round here. And so now the Renegades will be able to maintain their lead. Just when it seemed like OpTic were going to take it away, the Renegades now go up 10-9. 6 more, and they will be our North American team at IEM Oakland.
Wow, Freiburg still has 9.1K.
He spent most of it.
Am I seeing that correctly?
Wait, Freiburg?
Freiburg. Or Alu.
Oh, okay. It was. Yeah.
9.1, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They built up a lot of money in those first 3 rounds. To be honest, the diving into the Molotov strap might have been valid. Just to try and deny them some of that cash.
Alright, so he bought $6,400 and Freiburg bought $7,500 worth of stuff, so he dwindled it pretty hard right here. Wow, Ustilo has 1 kill in the whole map so far?
No, yeah, he reconnected. So.
I love that in the ESCA, just pissing people off.
Gosh darn it, ESCA servers. Mixwell's gonna swing downstairs very quickly.
Good molly.
Wow, that's one. Oh, it's unfortunate he looks away at the wrong time here, because that did buy him like a good 3-4 seconds to get ready. But then he turns around just when he thought he was safe. And that's where the molly fades.
So the thing is, when you throw that molly, you better be ready for the guy going off the ladder anyway. No.
And now HS just hunting down the stragglers here. Azza will be able to trade out HS. And he gets a little upgrade off that too. But Renegades, they know they're not winning this round. They know they don't even have a chance for it. They give up. They fall back. They're going to save their guns. And that's another one for OpTic. So just like that, we're tied again.
Man, this thing's going to come down to the wire, Blue. We are getting the final map in the final that we want.
Yeah, remember guys, this is marbles right here. You can see it at the top right. We've already played the previous 2 maps. Back over on our first one. We did end up seeing the Renegades come out on top there, but the second map on Overpass, that was claimed by OpTic. Quite a dominant fashion, so they were able to take control of that map and tied the series up. Now we're here on Train, where everything will be decided. Our North American team for IEM Oakland will be crowned, which is interesting, considering the players in the game. How many of them are actually North American?
Yeah.
What it's turned into at this point. I think, was it 3, right?
3 what?
3 North American players.
So you have NAF.
Oh no,
JK,
sorry, it's only 2.
You have NAF and Nifty.
Yeah, it's only 2.
Yeah.
I thought Azzer was American for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, NAF, let's see it. Come on.
He's jacked.
Oh, it looked like Mixed Magics was just about to turn too. NAF goes in, gets the backstab, having a little bit of fun at least in the round here. And now with the AK, probably going to be sitting back. Looks like he's trying to.
Oh, the panic spray.
It's the kill. NAF so close to taking out Freiburg too, and Nifty also.
If they could come away with this round, this would be backbreaking.
I mean, there was 2 opportunities for a kill presented right there, and now Nifty's going to move back in. Freiburg trying to shoot out at him. The smoke is onto the ground. Nifty is trapped between a rock and a hard place. However, he had the guy on the bomb train, the guy further back inside the ladder. Alu is also able to fly. NAF takes him down, and that's the round secured for OpTic.
I think if he had ran over 1 HE grenade, any of those Ts, because you know where most of them were, any of those Ts are dead. Now Renegades have a slight disadvantage here coming into the home stretch of the final map. So again, like I've been saying all day, the Renegades have not had it easy, and they are proving themselves right now to me. They're proving, like, in terms of like being able to hang with some of the bigger dogs, like they look good.
HS goes for the entry, Nice and quick, however, he's able to find Azure. Knows the second one's there, but chooses not to challenge him right now due to how low his HP got brought from the fight with Azure.
HS is so good at being on his own on CT and T side. He seems like a really cerebral player who knows, you know, when to be in certain spots and also when to pull out utility. Not necessarily something you can teach to somebody. It's just you have to see it in a player and see whether or not they can handle themselves in those situations.
Oh, Allen waiting for his opportunity to swing out for the entry. Not going to be catching one at the moment. And the Renegades will be sitting with 3 players still backed away in that B-bomb site that are pretty much going to be wasted here, unfortunately. Due to OpTic walking right onto A. Ustilo being the only one to defend here. And even he's like really, you know, out of touch with his positioning here. They're basically letting OpTic walk right out for the plant. There's not going to be much they can do in terms of a retake. And there we go. The only player outside dies. Mixwell actually with a really good position there too. Spots out Nifty, takes him down. Knows that there's probably going to be a few more trying to drop down and get some control, at least towards ladder room here. They just used their only flash, however. So the only remaining option is the totem pole drop, and it works! Wow! Oh, it does it again. And they get both those kills, too. That was a 2v2 straight up, and they end up coming out on top of it.
So now CTs are going to find a smoke that they can throw while running through C that'll land through one of the little windows, drop down the ladder, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So there's just going to be smoke inside the ladder now, every time you try and go. That's how the game evolves, man. Something innovative gets made up, and then something annoying gets made up to patch that thing up. Right? That's how it is.
Well, pause call now from the Renegades, I'll assume, as this could be... They should have maybe 1 or 2 more after this, but this is going to be one of their last gun rounds here. This is the last chance they have to really keep the matchup close, you know, keep it neck and neck. As if they let OpTic win this one, this is where OpTic get a really, you know, solid lead established. They can run it up to 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah, and they have decent bank, Alu especially.
Yeah, if they let this bank build anymore, that's where it's also going to get a little bit more dangerous here, as Renegades can't immediately break OpTic anymore. They have to go through at least 1 full gun run, potentially 2.
I think it's interesting how Alu and Mix, I've been watching what they buy every round. Probably because I have OCD, but I always like it. It just pleases me when I see everyone on the same side having like the same nade set, and I see Alu and Mixo always having an HE grenade. So I'm wondering if they're Ivy defaulters or if it's like a ladder thing. Because it's obvious what you use with the HEs at ladder and at Ivy.
So very well nice volley action.
YOLO!
Oh my god! Magisk, oh, he
YOLO!
gets the kill on Nifty too. Magisk just running through the speedway,
that is
literally.
the ballsiest play I've seen in a long time.
Running the entire time, too. Doesn't even stop. Just goes right out, gets the AK kill against JKS. Nifty doesn't survive very long either from the backside there. Now OpTic, it's a dirty take. You can see how much damage they take on the way into the site, but they make it happen, and there's no room for resistance from Renegades. They just kind of got wrecked there, so they have to fall back and save now.
JKS just got owned. He just got owned so hard. Woo! That's like one of those ones where if you've been talking trash to somebody and then they do that to you, you immediately start muting them. You just feel so embarrassed, so you just don't even want to chat anymore.
Naf tries to hide in the plain sight, and it works out for him. All 3 of these CTs will survive the post round and make it into this one with their M4s. Now the real question is, what do they buy for Nifty and JKS here? As they're gonna
give
force
JKS a Mag 7, play close ramp.
No, just pistols.
What are they doing? They're not buying? Ooh.
It's just pistols. Though.
Come on, man.
I think they want that. They don't want to force. I think they want that 1 more gun round on 14-10.
Yeah, but when you're playing against a team like OpTic, who has, you know, good coaching, most of the time those kind of teams have trouble against like some of the more random plays, which comes with, you know, sprinkling some pistols in there on a force buy. Right? Because if you tell, you know, OpTic, I'm a pet, their coach who came over from CLG, that, you know, they have 1 op, they have all the utility they want, and it's an important round, you could probably deduce how they're going to play based on what he hears, or nades, or flashes, or smokes. And he can be in TeamSpeak with them during this game, right? Because it's not a LAN event.
Correct.
So, just saying.
Well, Alu, he's going to be lurking over here towards Ivy with the bomb in hand here now. Freiberg obviously made that A bit of a ballsy kill happened when he jumped down ladder room, took out Azur very quickly. Now we have Ustillo is going to be probably next up to bat here in the fight, waiting on the outside of Ivy. He is kind of...
Don't peek.
Well, it seems like the peek was worth it. Yeah. As Al is going to move out here. Ustillo, in the meantime, is going to fall back. Al is lucky to be alive at this point after being dinked. Both him and Freiburg now very, very low as well. Sub 20 HP on both of them. Magisk is going to have to do most of the heavy lifting here on the take. They want to have any chance of winning this round. So otherwise, the Renegades did successfully hold. And tossing away the two players on the ladder drop at the start. Unfortunately, seals their doom. Ustillo swings out Magisk, the only one to survive the encounter and get a kill. He's going to fake plant to try and get Naf into the open. And unfortunate timing, he looks away just as Naf peeks him. And that'll secure it for the Renegades.
Naf can do no wrong.
Well.
You see that timing?
Yeah, no, the time was great. That's what I said. I said the timing, man.
CS gods are with you today, my friend. And you're owning on top of that. Not only is his aim sick, but he's just got the timing going for him. At least from what I've seen. Maybe it's a self-fulfilling prophecy based on what I'm seeing. Okay, so one of the nades is for ladder. And here comes Magisk's. No, he's at Ivy. Yeah, so Ivy and ladder are obviously good places to use nades on T default. Get that early chip damage in. Disincentivize aggressive play. Potentially slow somebody down if you want to get that pick when they're falling back. Many ways to use the HE nades, boys, not just damage.
Most of OpTic is going to end up getting funneled away from Ivy here with the smoke being reapplied there. So that'll send the excess players away, just leaving Magisk to play with that. And the others will group up, basically aligning for just a straight default into the outer site. But
it looks like it's going to
be
that lurk again.
Yeah.
Look at. Wonder if it's going to be kind of like the pistol round. So something that they've gathered is that HS noticed that Renegades gave up pop dog control. And the important part of that is that they made it look like they were taking control early on with nades. So that's kind of like an easy deduction to say that they're playing double. JKS, that looked like that was going to be a triple there. And Naf's going to drop back oil. This is going to be a hard retake here. No smokes on the CTs. Nifty hitting a nice shot onto Alu there, lower ramp. He's going to fall off here. Who is that? Mixwell fighting him from front orange train. This nade's going to be lethal. No, it's not.
Bounce too much. Mixwell goes up, though. Quickly gets the kill on Nifty. Unfortunately, leaves himself open for a trade from Ustillo. That brings it down to a 2v2, but HS now with an open hand up on top there. Trades it out once again. Ustillo now left alone. Not sure if he realized yet, but Magisk is going to be coming in for the other side, and that will be what seals the round for OpTic. They're pushing forward. Now up to 14. Two more. And they'll punch their first ticket to land.
Oh, man, what do you do here? 3 people looking by. Arduous times.
Well, they call for arduous measures.
Arduous?
It seems like they are gonna force buy into this.
Yeah. What I always like to say to my buddies when we come across like a big round and we're kind of like falling behind is, hey guys, just imagine what it would be like, you know, if we came back from this. Think about how we would all feel if we had come back from this, right? Like, probably feel pretty awesome winning this 16-14. Like, just imagine what it'd be like. Right? And then they're like, yeah, it would be pretty sweet. Let's not give up right now. Like, that we would probably all be in here, like, you know, yelling at each other. Yeah, let's go.
The inspirational speech.
Right, like somebody's looking at you through your bedroom window as you, like, play a LAN tournament online. You're just sitting in your room yelling at the top of your lungs with a headset on.
Let's see if the Renegades can hold off here now. OpTic are going to be splitting up. It's probably going to be an outer hit from them. Look at this from Naf, though. Pushing forward. He's going to get aggressive this time. While he does knock out about half of Alu's HP, no success on the actual kill for the time being.
Oh, man. And OpTic is choosing correctly who they attack here. He only has a CZ, and that was his only piece of utility after the early smoke. Oh, no.
The nades are going to roll out. Oh, look at that. How able to spot the arm. However, a quick trade from Nav. But Freiburg, JKS, Mixwell all trading out kills right now. It's 2 left alive for the CTs. Nifty now, the last man standing on inner. Having to pull up a 1v3. And he's way in the backside here. His odds very much stacked against him. That's his option here. He's going to try to push forward, see if he can find anything in the open in either of these lanes. But OpTic are smart. They're not going to give away a kill so easily. If they are, they're definitely going to be peeked out against him, ready to take that duel. Magist peeks into it, but that's going to give the kill to Nifty. He started himself on the road, but he won't continue down it. He'll take the exit off to the side and decide to save the op for the next round here, as he knows the chance of the 1v2 is very, very slim. Yeah, it's right down into the the nether region of the inner sight there. So 15-11 becomes the scoreline. And the buy from the Renegades will continue to diminish even more so. They have to hold the line with an MP9, 2 umps, and 1 up, and another ump. So 3 umps, an MP9, and an up. Or they have to hold the line here.
Man,
they need to
people
do
aren't
4 rounds straight.
Big fans of the Mag 7 anymore.
No.
Thinking bangs, man. You play Ivy with that.
I feel like on this map it's a little bit more divisive in that, like, there's a couple spots you can use it, but outside of those spots it's completely useless for the most part. Whereas on, like,
if you're retaking.
Yeah, like, whereas like on Cobble, because he's like retakes, you're gonna retake pretty often on this map. Whereas like on Cobble, while there's the few key spots you can use it, I feel like there's also a couple like sites or just areas you can also use it to, like, relative success.
Yeah, A halls is all viable. Long B, drop. What's interesting though is playing the bomb trains on this map with it, right? Because you can stay pretty hidden when the guys get close. I don't know, man. Mag 7 is nutty. This could be the final round, Blue.
This could be it. This could be tournament point, and we'll get to see if OpTic can push through in the North American slot. Freiburg, who, if you'll remember correctly, was actually one of the winners of IEM Oakland last year when he was on NIP. Will be a fitting return for him if we can go back again.
True that.
Well, let's take a look here and see now.
Oh, the late Ivy play. They're just targeting
very
Stilla.
late here too. Only 30 seconds left is one that looks like they're going to finally move into execute here. There's aggressive CT presence inside of T-Con. Aloe is aware of this possibility, so he carefully chooses to check his surroundings. He's seen it with the miss. That's going to send him back. First kill to Naf. However, Ustilla has to give up his position at Ivy and actually goes partially into the old bomb tunnel. So that's going to box him in there, lining up the kill for Freiburg. Now the plant goes in, and it will be a 4v4 on the retake. JK's trying to swing around. He does not spot HS, however. That gives another kill over to OpTic. Good thing they had that position there that kills all of their inner pressure. Nifty quickly rotating back in, spots a player in the open, and a quick shot. Looked like he was still behind a wall, but he makes it happen anyway. Finds the connection. 3 remaining from the T side here. They're going to need to very quickly get these guys knocked out. Magisk finds 1. He loses Mixwell in the process, but Magisk is able to continue that spray. Azur now trades it out, but HS can still save the day. Azur does not have a kit. It's a full 10-second defuse. The molly on the ground just to secure it. Azur gets the frag, and actually the molly's off point. He's going to hold this, but he does not have enough time. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's OpTic Gaming that are your North American IEM Oakland Qualifier champions, and as such, they'll be punching their ticket to the main event coming up in just a little over a month from now.
Yeah, I mean, OpTic had all the holes plugged in that last round. Just looked, everything was perfect. HS with that hard lurk above ladder. You know, I think that was the kill that kind of sealed it because there was a bunch of people around E-Box. Man, OpTic, first LAN tournament.
Yeah, it's gonna be hype. I think they're playing like 1 or 2 other LANs as well, maybe one before that. But first one they qualify for. That's the important thing.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna get new jerseys.
Maybe,
like
who knows?
newly designed. Like, I don't know.
Maybe they get like European Union jerseys or something. It's not like.
What do you mean?
Because they're an EU team.
No, it's right, because they had the NA version of OpTic, right? And
oh, yeah.
They don't want to really just, like, put on the exact same jerseys, right? That'd be kind of...
Well, I mean...
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's how it works. I mean, Splice did the same thing, like 3 times, so...
Yeah.
They've done a couple of refreshes of that team now.
No, I'm just saying, like, maybe they would, like, redesign it or mirror it, make it just look a little different, right? So they could feel like it was their own,
jersey,
you know? Yeah, or like use the white ones in the beginning.
There you go. Well, that does close things out. We are going to be showing you guys something a little bit special, so don't go away just yet. We still have one little featurette to show you guys here. We're going to try to see if we can get that up shot from Mixwell that happened in the middle of that game on replay here from the demo, just so we can showcase that, because I'm not sure if we had anyone else in the server that might have been able to catch that, and that's definitely something that I'm sure you guys at home want to see. But But pretty good tournament today so far. OpTic finally proving themselves, going the distance in an online match. They did get knocked out yesterday at the, I think it was the CyberPower PC tournament there. They managed to make, I think it was like to the semifinals, but then got knocked out by Misfits.
In the finals, 2-1.
I was in the finals,
super close, and then there was, yeah, how do you come back from playing like 4 BO3s yesterday and then 3 BO3s today and be at that high level the whole day? That's pretty impressive.
Well, that's the thing, is that Misfits didn't really come back from that very well, as we saw them getting eliminated right off the bat today to Energy.
Yeah, 2-0. I mean, who knows what they're thinking. Maybe it just wasn't a priority. Maybe they were all tired from yesterday. Yeah. I know Shazam went absolutely ham yesterday, and then he was basically the opposite today. So, you know. Yep.
And then we saw Energy. Energy put up a pretty good fight, actually. They won all 3 maps against OpTic as well. We saw that there. What else do we see? Torqued, unfortunately, kind of fallen a little bit short to my expectations anyway against OpTic.
Well, they had to play OpTic.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's just kind of a tough draw. But at the same time, you know, got to beat the best to be the best. I don't think Torqued is here to not be the best, right? It's not like, hey, let's get back into CS and make a team to be mediocre, right? Like, I think they're here to try and beat the best teams.
Especially not for Steel and those guys, I imagine too. It's gonna be fun watching the race to see like which team can get like a title first. It's the.
Are you saying like for Dazed versus
the Torqued
Steel?
Versus DX thing here, or whatever GX, whatever Dazed called the team.
Scrimmed them a few times, so.
Yeah. Which one do you think is better right now?
Torqued is harder to play against because they play more as a team, whereas GX is less teamwork, so it's kind of easier to read and they make more mistakes. But they'll also have like more random plays, right? So just because something's easy to read doesn't mean that you're reading it 100% of the time, right? It just means that sometimes you just know exactly what's going to happen. Right, and then other times Swag is just gonna swing wide and kill everybody. Right,
that's the secret weapon.
Yeah,
it's not even really secret, just the weapon.
It's just fun to have them around, right? There's just a different buzz in the community when people like that are playing on teams again.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Are we close here, Prius? Or okay, so we should have that for you guys in just a second here. Like I said, he's trying to load up the demo really quickly from that match and see if we can get that nice little wall bang on replay, just to close out the night on a nice little satisfying note there. He was hitting some shots. Everybody was showing up today.
Whose Reddit account is it going to get posted on for the karma?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, whoever gets the clip first, really.
No, I was kidding.
Oh, okay.
I don't even care about it.
Could be you.
Yeah?
Yes, I'm talking to you. We're going a little crazy here, but yeah, it's almost time to close out the night. We're just going to show you guys that, and that'll pretty much do it for us here. So as soon as we show that clip, we're going to be good to close out the night. Don't forget to miss the main event too if you're also in the Bay Area, guys.
Don't forget to miss. Do not forget the main event. Do not miss it. It's in the Bay Area, which is a great place.
Yeah.
It's in Oakland. There's a lot of really good chicken waffle places in Oakland if you like good breakfast. It's kind of like one of their styles. What else is in Oakland? Oh, I went to school in the Bay Area, so it's near there. You can visit my school, my grave where I died, because I sat in the library all day.
Okay. That got a little dark there.
I was just like thinking back to like the 14-hour days in the library in college.
Gotcha.
Like, oh man.
Yeah.
So
depressing times. Anyway, well, it's going to be at the Oracle Arena, and it looks like he is still waiting for that. We can keep talking though while we're waiting for this.
Why don't we just post it offline? Right, we don't want to keep people waiting. We just post it offline.
I think Prius really wants to show people that, though.
It's up to him.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like rambling on and on for. I mean, I could do it. Everyone knows I like talking, but I don't think people want to listen to me for that long.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll see here. All right, well, it looks like we're going to go to a quick break. That'll pretty much do it for us, as Prius is going to be able to throw that replay up on the screen as soon as he gets the demo going. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for myself and James for the evening. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. Be sure to stick around to check that nice little shot out there. But besides that, that'll do it for us. So thank you all very much for tuning in. And don't forget to watch Pro League tomorrow as well. That's going to be over on the ESLCS YouTube channel at youtube.com/ESLCS. So besides that, guys, we'll see you then. And thanks very much for tuning in.
All eyes are on you.